So for a long time now, I've had a dream of traveling the world. Like, who hasn't thought about just like, okay, I'm done. Let me just hit the road. I'll live one day at a time. So to be fair, traveling the world is something I've always thought about. I've been thinking about it for decades. So what I'm announcing right now has been decades in the dreaming, years in the planning. And to be fair, the title of the video says it all. So in a few months' time, I'm going to be hitting the road, traveling from Dublin, Ireland to Tokyo, Japan. I'm going to be on the road for a long time. It's probably going to take me like 2 years to get there. Now, you might be thinking that's a very long time, but I'm going to be taking this trip extremely slowly. I'm going to travel only a few kilometers a day. I'm going to be visiting so many sites between here and there. So it's not a cannonball run. I'm not rushing to Tokyo. I have no wish, no desire to rush to Tokyo. I want to take it as slow as I can, visit all sorts of places that I've only dreamed of, meet people and cultures that I've never even knew existed, and just experience life of this world on the back of 2 wheels. So I'm going with the Hunter Cub as well. So my CT125 has already been proven as an absolute trooper. I've already taken it to London, as you've already seen. I took it around Normandy. It performed amazingly. The bike is almost ready for the trip to take me to Tokyo. Now, I'm not oblivious to the challenges or the dangers of this trip. This trip is going to be painful. It's going to be both emotionally and physically stressing, and I'm going to be pushed to my breaking point. I've already factored everything in. I've planned as best I can. I've done a basic route of how I'm getting to Tokyo, mainly through the countries and the areas. Now, you've already likely thought, okay, there's a number of wars going on. What are you going to do about that? To be fair, there's nothing I can do about war, unfortunately. The best I can do is actually skirt around them. So I'm going to be avoiding the war zones and the conflict zones completely. You may be thinking right now, there's no way to get there without actually going through a war zone, and you're largely correct, but I've planned a route, and the route should take me safely to where I need to go. As far as visas and everything else go, I've already secured my visas for the countries I need to travel through. So everything from a paperwork standpoint is already arranged. I just need to get my medical insurance sorted. I'm just sorting out my dental before I go. And other than that, I just need to get the rest of my affairs in order, which is mostly around just sorting out my life here, because I'm going to be leaving it for 2 years. So I'm going to be departing from my job. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss everybody there. I'm going to be leaving my family behind. They're very worried about me, in case you're wondering. They think I'm crazy, but they know I'm committed to this. They can see my conviction. Now, in regards to the trip itself, I'm going to be motovlogging the entire trip start to finish. I am going to be doing daily vlogs on the back of the bike using the GoPro on my helmet. I'll be using the camera I'm recording with now, which is my DJI Osmo. I'll be buying a drone very soon, which I'll be able to take footage of historical sites. And other than that, I'm going to be showing you exactly what it takes to travel from Ireland to Japan. And there's going to be zero music in this, except for maybe on the drone footage, or maybe when there's a certain amount of quiet time, but nothing on the bike. So this is going to be as raw as I can make it. I want to show you exactly what it takes and exactly what goes into one of these trips. There's going to be no montages of me traveling 500 kilometers in a day or in a single video or anything else like that. I'm going to be showing you exactly what it takes to get from A to B and everything else in between. This is a contrast to the popular motovloggers who actually travel the world. They do big montages and music things and stuff like that. As much as they're interesting, they don't interest me, to be perfectly honest. I want to show the essence of what it is to be a overlander traveling across the world. Now, the theme of the trip itself is going to be historic sites. Now, as you know from my past 3 trips, I have prioritized historic sites as places I want to visit. So my Ireland trip and my Normandy trip are prime examples. The world trip is going to be no different. The countries I'm going to be traveling through are littered with ancient ruins, ancient cities, ancient civilizations that I've only dreamed about visiting. And on this trip, I'm going to see them all. I'm going to visit every place that I've ever read about or saw documentaries about or learned about in school. I'm going to visit every single one of them along my route. And I'm going to show you every bit of it as much as I can. And that's why I'm buying the drone, because there's going to be certain ancient sites I won't be able to access by walking up to them. and I've experienced that around Ireland for prime example. So the drone is going to allow me to show you places that aren't normally seen. Now I have about 3 months until I'm going as of this video upload. From this point forward, I'm going to start uploading videos regarding my current lifestyle, the current preparations for the trip itself, the modifications I'm actually starting to make to the bike, in particularly to the back rack. As you can probably see, the top box is gone. Not using that anymore, but I have a great plan for a jury-rigged system on the back of the bike that I'm going to be packing with it as well. And I'm going to be traveling very lightweight. The 125 cannot handle too much weight, and I've already learned that the hard way, but I never plan to travel heavy anyway. Like, I see these overlanders traveling with all this gear and all these gigantic tents, and I'm like, you don't need all this. I don't know why you're traveling with it. Just travel with the essentials. So I'm going to be traveling with only the essentials, very lightweight. You could call this an ultra-light world trip. I'm currently in the Phoenix Park at the moment, so I'm actually going to be setting off from this park, which is central in the middle of Dublin, and is very important to the people of Dublin and the people of Ireland. So there's no better site for me to depart this country than from a park that I've spent my childhood in, and I've literally grown up around. But I want you to wish me luck, please. This is going to be very hard, as I said, emotionally and physically. It's going to take a toll on me. When I get to Japan, I guarantee I'm going to be a different person than when I left Ireland. So stay with me, wish me luck, and look forward to my future uploads in this regard. And then in 3 months' time, when I depart on this trip, look forward to almost daily uploads, as much as I can edit on the road, about the entire trip itself. Thank you.